What if I told you that Americans aren't just visiting the Philippines in 2025, they're quietly taking it over, one city at a time? Not with force, not with noise, but with money, with marriage, with quiet decisions that are transforming neighborhoods, opening new businesses, and reshaping entire communities. This isn't a movie plot. It's happening now. From peaceful seaside towns to buzzing financial hubs, Americans are settling down in the Philippines, and they're doing it in bigger numbers than ever before. They're not just tourists. They're becoming residents, investors, lovers, husbands, fathers. And the cities they're choosing may surprise you. Here are 10 Philippine cities that Americans are quietly taking over in 2025, and the emotional, financial, and personal reasons why. 1. Iloilo City, the sweet spot of simplicity. Most Americans don't even know Iloilo exists. That's exactly why they love it. It's peaceful, clean, and culturally rich, without the chaos of big cities or the tourist traps of beach towns. Iloilo offers the things Americans crave most: safety, low cost of living, kind people, and a pace of life that feels like stepping back in time, in a good way. It's a place where U.S. retirees walk to local bakeries, greet neighbors by name, and spend afternoons on river walks. They're not here for the scene. They're here for the peace they never found at home. 2. Angeles City, America's forgotten outpost. Reborn Angeles was once the heart of U.S. military operations. After Clark Air Base closed in the 90s, the city fell quiet. But in 2025, it's booming again, and Americans are at the center of its rebirth. Thousands of U.S. expats are now buying condos, opening restaurants, and marrying into local families. The cost of living is low, English is widely spoken, and there's a thriving nightlife that makes retirees feel young again. What once felt like a forgotten post is now a second chance, for business, for relationships, and for life. 3. Tagaytay, the cool retreat that feels like home. Just a couple hours from Manila, Tagaytay feels like stepping into a postcard. Cool mountain air, misty mornings, volcano views. It's the kind of calm that stressed-out Americans spend their lives chasing. And in 2025, many have stopped chasing. They've moved here. Americans are building homes, retiring in gated communities, and running cozy cafes overlooking Taal Lake. For many, it's the perfect compromise between peace and access. Close enough to city life, far enough to breathe. 4. Davao City, the quiet powerhouse of peace. You won't hear Americans shouting about Davao. That's because they like it quiet, just like the city itself. Davao is one of the safest, cleanest, and most disciplined cities in the Philippines. It has modern infrastructure, low crime, and strict local governance, all of which appeal deeply to American expats who value order and security. Many are retirees, others are entrepreneurs. Some are young couples starting over. But they all agree. Life in Davao feels stable, affordable, and surprisingly under the radar. 5. Dumaguete, the city of gentle people and new beginnings. This sleepy coastal city was once just another dot on the map. Now, it's a magnet for Americans seeking something deeper. Dumaguete is called the City of Gentle People, and that's not just a nickname. Here, Americans find community. They find calm. And often, they find love. Dozens of small businesses, wellness centers, and foreign-owned cafes now line the streets. Many are run by former U.S. military officers, digital nomads, or couples who once came on vacation and never left. In Dumaguete, people don't just retire. They start over. 6. Cebu City, the island life. With everything you need, Cebu has it all. Beaches, malls, hospitals, international schools, and direct flights. It's where American expats go when they want comfort without chaos, and water just minutes away. It's also a hotspot for international dating, tech outsourcing, and real estate investment. American fathers raising biracial families. U.S. consultants building remote teams. Retirees living large on half their old rent. Cebu in 2025 is no longer just a side destination. It's the main act for Americans who want a balanced, beautiful life. 7. Subic, where old bases become new beginnings. Subic Bay, once another military outpost, is being transformed. Duty-free zones, modern ports, and stunning beaches have drawn a wave of American interest. And not just retirees, but investors, entrepreneurs, families. Subic offers peace and space, but also access to logistics, education, and global commerce. Americans are reopening cafes, importing goods, and creating a new kind of neighborhood. One that mixes Filipino resilience with American ambition. What was once a symbol of military history is becoming a symbol of rebirth. 8. Siargao, the secret American surf capital of Asia. At first glance, Siargao is a surfer's paradise. But dig deeper and you'll find an emerging American enclave, made of former adrenaline junkies, remote workers, and wellness seekers. Americans are now buying beachfront lots, opening boutique resorts, hosting yoga retreats, and living off the grid. What started with a wave has turned into a movement. Siargao in 2025 is more than surf. It's where Americans are rebuilding life around nature, balance, and peace. 9. Baguio, the mountain town becoming a global village. Americans love Baguio for its weather, but in 2025 it's become something more, a creative escape. A city of writers, teachers, and artists from all over the world, many of them American. They're building language schools, running coffee shops, or simply renting cabins and writing novels. Baguio has become a kind of expat think tank, where life moves slower, creativity flows freely, and every evening feels like sweater weather. For Americans worn out by the noise of home, Baguio whispers something comforting: stay. 10. Manila, BGC and Makati, the beating heart of American migration. At the center of it all is Metro Manila, especially Bonifacio Global City, BGC, and Makati. These are no longer just business districts, they're global cities. And Americans are everywhere. In high-rises, in boardrooms, in gyms, in schools. They're marrying Filipinas, raising bilingual kids, starting consulting firms, opening bars, and leading teams from skyscrapers with skyline views. For young American professionals and wealthy digital nomads, BGC feels like Singapore without the strict rules. For investors, it feels like the future. This isn't temporary. It's a shift, and it's only growing. What does it mean when Americans quietly take over cities, not with force, but with families, with food, with friendships? It means something deeper is happening. A shift in what people value. A quiet migration toward meaning, simplicity, and connection. The Philippines is no longer just a vacation. For thousands of Americans in 2025, it's home. A home where life makes sense, where love comes easily, where dollars stretch further and days feel fuller. And while the world races ahead, they've chosen a place that lets them breathe. So if you're wondering where the next wave of quiet American migration is heading, just look at the Philippines. It's already begun.